Hi, I'm Winston McLovin, and I'm here at the Kootenay Yoga Festival with Georgia Aurelia, and I'm happy to meet you.
Yeah,
Welcome
me
to our
too.
little booth here.
This is awesome. Yeah, it's lovely.
So, hoop tips and tricks?
Yes, so I am a hula hoop dancer and teacher, I guess. So last night I performed for the opening ceremony with my flow art colleague, Jace, which you might have met earlier
Oh yeah,
in
Jace
the day.
is great. Yeah.
So I've been hula hooping for about 8 years. I just learned it kind of watching someone play around with it at a rave, and I just fell in love with it and started my journey that way. Been taking workshops, YouTube videos, and Instagram has been my main sources of knowledge and inspiration, and just trial and error through my own practice. And now I just really enjoy teaching it, and it's always fun to kind of see people begin hula hooping because I was totally there.
Oh, right.
And just kind of really assure them that, I've been there. And it's really hard in the beginning, but once things click.
Yeah, there's definitely a flow to the movement. You can see it's, they catch the rhythm of it, and then you have it, but before that, it's falling and fumbling.
Yes.
And I've lived with a couple of people who are pretty heavy into hula dancing at one point, up and down the arms and all over the body with it. And it's really stunning, the level of control and rhythm that can be generated there.
Yes.
You just found it on your own by, the party scene and drawn to it.
Totally, yeah. And I just kind of grown into it. Now there's people that I follow that are a little bit more to the circus level of things, so kind of multi-hooping, and as well as doing tricks. Like I've started doing headstands with spinning the hoop on my foot.
Wow.
And I want to escalate to like handstands eventually, or anything that can challenge my journey of hula hooping.
Right. So, I guess that's the thing. You find the next move and the next move and the next move.
Exactly.
What would you tell somebody out there who's trying to find the first move? Is there anything specific about the size of the hoop they should start with, or
Yes.
What's the
Even
trip?
though I didn't follow this trick, because I'm stubborn that way. If you're starting to hula hoop, especially on body, you want a bigger hoop. Preferably a little bit heavy too. Depends on the material of the hoop. And then that way, if you're spinning it around your body, you don't have to rotate the body so fast. The smaller the hoop, the faster you have to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the bigger, the better. And if you're a tall person, again, a bigger hoop is better for the beginning. And then that way you can kind of find the rhythm from waist to chest, maybe to legs. And then if you're doing something outside of the body, it's better to have a little bit of a smaller hoop. Doesn't have to be super small. It can be medium. That way you're kind of just learning things, but you're not really going from really big to really small.
Right.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the large ones travel a lot slower and more, more of a swing. What would you give to someone like me as far as advice? Because I have no booty. I'm like straight walls down the side. At least I once was.
Yeah. Well, a big hoop would do, and again, it's kind of just finding that connection of the hoop with yourself and your body.
Right.
A lot of people don't really realize they don't move their hips or their torso a lot, just from their lifestyle or something like that. So you could see them really feeling challenged in the beginning. And it's always I think the general idea of hula hooping or anything that you start getting into is having patience with yourself and with your learning experience. So someone might learn it faster than you. It's like life. One person will be ahead of the game, quote unquote, but your ahead of the game will be 10 years down the road or something like that.
I imagine the chiropractic benefits to be outstanding as well. Like no hip replacement necessary. If you're using those muscles and doing that as a practice in your life, I imagine it's quite healthy.
That's a good point, because I definitely noticed since I had a lot of low back pain when I started hula hooping, and as I continued hula hooping, especially around the waist, that pain has subsided tremendously.
Dancing's medicine. Truly.
And it's helped with my sciatica as well.
Right.
Because it's just, kind of strengthening that area. So strengthening the core, front and back.
Right.
We think that the core is the front, but it's also the obliques and the low back. So, and the upper back, sorry. So, keeping that torso strong, and hula hooping is a method for that if you want to find a fun way to do that.
What a super fun way.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you offer classes? Are you teaching it?
I've just moved to just outside of Nelson in
Right.
Beasley, and I'm so far teaching yoga classes at a studio in Nelson called Intuit Movement down Baker. And I'm going to be teaching hula hoop dance classes next month at Front Street Dance, online, in person, and there's the option to do it online. 7:45 p.m. to 8:45 on Wednesdays.
Right.
You can find that information on my Instagram, which is AuraLogica, AuraLogica. That's how it's spelled.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I offering that if you're in the area, or if someone's in Alberta, or you're at the coast or whatever, you can join online. I'll do my best to figure it out. It's my first time trying, so again, a new learning curve, and I have to be patient with it. So,
Well, that's amazing. The online service sounds like a great thing to be able to tune into videos. I guess, is there anything else you'd like to talk to the world about? Tell the world?
I'm not sure. This festival has been such a fantastic experience, and it's been we have lovely weather, and we've just finished a workshop with the hula hooping, and everyone did fantastic, and I'm very proud of everyone who came to join and get their body moving in a new way.
Well, if you're ever looking for a space in the Slocan Valley to do a class, I know of a few spots around.
Nice.
We definitely have a very creative sort of a community hall just outside of Winlaw. It's called the Sandbox. It's where we run our radio programming out of there.
Fun.
But we do band practices there. Like people will use the space for various things.
Yes.
Set up a podcast studio there as well. So
I like
if you ever
that.
want to tap into the Slocan Valley community, there are a few spots we can send you
Amazing.
through.
Thank you for that tip. I'll talk to you later about it.
Okay,
I
great.
appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Winston McLovin from Radio Free Winlove. We're here at the Kootenay Yoga Fest with Georgia Aurelia, and thanks. Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to be here.